Alright, time now is 7:54 a.m. in the morning on January 23rd. Yeah, so I slept from 2:40 to 7:30, which is 4 hours and 50 minutes, which is not that bad. It's not that bad, but you know, I could ask for more. I want more because I was so tired yesterday. Yeah, after last night's video, I went to the bathroom, back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth, okay? Trying to figure out what's going on. Trying to clean the bathroom, first of all, and then while cleaning the bathroom, I suddenly noticed that there's a huge, horrifying spider in my shower. I didn't know what to do. I want to spray it with water, I want to kill it immediately, ASAP, but then I kind of don't want to do that because what am I going to do with the body? So I sprayed it with my alcohol spray. I don't know if it's still alive or not, but I don't think alcohol kills spiders. Yeah, oh my god, spiders everywhere I go, specifically bathrooms. I don't know what's going on. And then it took me like 5 minutes to figure out how the shower knob works. I didn't know how to get the hot water. Yeah, it took me like 5 minutes to figure out. It's so weird. It's like you can spin it around and you don't know where's the hot water, and even the hot water isn't even that hot. And then I brushed my teeth and then I went back and forth again, and then there's that. I had a good sleep though, you know, good solid sleep. Nice soft bed. Except the bed is actually a little short. It's shorter than me, so I slept diagonally. Yeah. Anyways, I just woke up and immediately brushed my teeth and changed my clothes, and I got a call from the Chans saying that they're coming at around 8:18. I thought they're coming at 8. This is why I woke up so early. But yeah, they're coming at 8:18 a.m. ish. Yeah, there's that. I have a little extra time now, I guess. I don't should I even be wearing this blue, or is this a little ugly? I have no idea. Yeah, acne's still a thing. My hair's still a thing. Like the pyramid hair that I complained about. It's still a thing. I think it's with soft pillows and the fact that I just showered. I went to bed immediately after I showered with a soft pillow. I guess that's the explanation for my pyramid hair. Anyways, the hosts are awake. They're Mr. C and Mrs. C are both awoke. So maybe they can cook me some breakfast. Otherwise, I'm gonna just go out and eat some chocolate milk, I guess, and the cereal that I have, which I don't really like. I also am in desperate need of water and laundry detergent, and yeah, water and laundry detergent. I need to buy them. It'll also be nice if I could buy more disinfecting wipes and spray because I'm running out of them really fast. And yeah. Just had a croissant with jam or jelly. It's not very great, and I want to drink hot water. I don't want to drink cold water. My stomach feels a little ill. I don't know why. But regardless, I have to leave now. I'm gonna pack some stuff and I'm just gonna go. Alright, I'm out. I don't know why, but my stomach still feels a little ill. But here it is. Wow. All right, time now is 3:28 p.m. Just came back home and immediately went to the bathroom. Okay, couple things, right? Couple things. That was one of the most difficult bathroom uses I've ever had in my life. But anyways, let's start from the very beginning. 7:30, left this room, left the house. Left this room, left the house, and the moment I walked out, the Chan's car is there already, which is hilarious. So yeah, went to the Chan's car and drove all the way to the Chinatown church. Okay, my nose is, oh my god, am I gonna bleed? Is my nose gonna bleed? I have a feeling it's going to bleed. Okay, it's not bleeding. It's good. Okay, it's good. It will bleed. I don't know when. It's a ticking time bomb. My left nostril is a ticking time bomb. But anyways, so on the way in the Tesla, I was sleepy. Simultaneously, my stomach is hurting. And it's chronic. You know, it wasn't persistently hurting, it was chronic. So for about 2-3 minutes, it would hurt. And then for the next 4 minutes, it won't hurt. So it's kind of chronic. And then I arrived there and it stopped for a while. For a while, it stopped hurting. It was fine. And then I arrived there and I didn't know what to do because I didn't really tell Jonah when exactly am I going to arrive, nor did I ask to wait for him. So I just arrived there and I saw this pastor, and this pastor's like, "Oh, Enoch." So we met up and then we're just like, "Yeah, let's go to the church sermon." So we walked up the stairs and we went to the church sermon. And then I saw people that I saw last Sunday, so I sat with them and we didn't say a word at first because the sermon was going on already. So I just sat there and stood up during the choir, the church choir singing. I prayed, I bowed my head and closed my eyes when everybody prayed. Like I did my job, but I was so sleepy that I actually fell asleep at least 10 times during the 1.5 hour long sermon. And yes, I fall asleep for I don't know how long, and then I wake up for 3 to 4 minutes, and then I fall back asleep again. It was actually quite nice and comfortable because the air conditioner was just right. The seat was comfortable, and it felt very safe there. So I fell asleep really soundly, and when I fell asleep, I didn't feel stomachache at all. It's just gone. But anyways, the sermon ended, and I met up with Jonah, and I presume his girlfriend, and because they sit together and they're close to each other and they treat each other and call each other like a couple would, so it's probably his girlfriend. And he introduced me to his girlfriend, and then a bunch of people that I met last Sunday. We were like, oh hey, let's go across the street into Chinatown and buy some food at the bakery. Like, buy a bread, buy a bun or something. And at that point, my stomachache resurfaced again, and it had reached its peak. It hurt really, really badly at some point. So we went to this Chinatown place, and it was beautiful. It was empty, but it was beautiful. There was something kind of dreamy and liminal about it because it's just so empty, and so it was actually quite nice looking. And it's and yeah, it's really nice. I went to the bakery, and more people started to speak to me. A couple more people. Jonah's girlfriend asked me, what's your major? How long have you been here? Another man asked me, and I talked. I socialized for a while. God, I want to sneeze. Socialize, and it was nice. And people are like, "Oh, have you had breakfast? Do you want to buy a bun too?" And I'm like, "Nah," because my stomach was hurting and I can't think straight. It was hurting really bad. But judging by my own experience, if I hold it in, at some point the pain will just disappear, and that's exactly what happened. So afterwards, the pain kind of disappeared, and around 10:40, we walked to another building, across the street, and we went to the Sunday service, not Sunday service, Sunday school, Bible study, fellowship, and we just sat there, and it was nice and comfortable, and I didn't talk much, but it's Corinthians 8, and there's a lot of discussion. There's another girl whose name is Enoch, so we joked about that. Oh, new Enoch, old Enoch. And so it was quite fun, and I socialized for a while. I was actually really relaxed. I didn't feel anxious at all, and I joked around when I wanted to, but for the most part, I stayed quiet. Anyways, afterwards, the plan is that the pastor wants to take me out for lunch, and other people also decided to join. So at the end, like 9 or 10 people came to have lunch together. I followed another girl, I should say woman, because all of these people are like 2, 3, 4, 5 years older than me. Not that old, but still bigger than me. So this woman and her brother, who is 3 years older than me, her younger brother, um, I went into their car and they drove me and another guy beside me, who I think is about 4 years older than me. We went to this restaurant in um shit, I forgot the name of the place. It's like Chinatown 2.0. It's Alhambra, and it's north of Monterey Park. And so we went there, and it's like Chinatown 2.0. It's like another Chinatown for some reason. We went there, and there's this very Hong Kong style restaurant called Garden. Went in there, and we had lunch together, and it was quite nice. Yeah, I sat down, ate food, socialized really well. Like I was really open, and I didn't expect myself to be this open and be this social, but I really like chatted, I really engaged in social interactions. Holy shit. So I engaged, I socially interacted with people, and it was nice. This guy who's 2 years older than me, or 3 years older than me, we talked about many things. We talked about Hong Kong. We talked about acclimating to Los Angeles culture. We talked about movies and music, because I'm a film major. So speaking of film major, movies, and also Hong Kong in general. And it was nice, he understands what I'm talking about because we're similar age. So, the music, the movie scene lately, we started to talk about that, and it was quite nice. It was a nice lunch, and I didn't pay. It was $13.9, but the pastor paid for all of us, and my meal was super large. Everybody's meal was large. My meal was fish fillet nuggets with black truffle and mushroom, plus 2 slices of pork chop, plus black pepper sauce, plus succotash. which is beans and corn and carrots, plus a scoop of mashed potatoes, plus rice, plus a cup of milk tea. That is huge. So I couldn't finish it all, but I ate it for the most part. Afterwards, another pastor drove me home, and we talked more, and then that's it. Nice day, nice meeting all those people. They're hard. I wouldn't call them hardcore Christians, but even after the Bible study on the car on the way to the restaurant, they were also discussing like what they already discussed during the Bible study, continue further discussion. And I tried to be honest. I told them I don't really understand it. And they're like, yeah, me neither, but it's good to understand, blah, blah. I wouldn't call them hardcore. I would just say that they are devoted. They're actually serious about being a Christian. They're serious about understanding the Bible. They're not fooling around. They're not phoning it in. They're serious. But they're really, really nice people. And if I ever, there are plans of a summer retreat during July, and then there's a plan of hiking, and they're probably gonna invite me, and I will for sure join them. Okay, socializing. Yes, let's do it. Let's go. Let's socialize. Finally, Enoch Lai is socializing. Oh my god. Oh, what am I doing? But yeah, 'twas nice. 'Twas nice. Came back home and it was about 2:45, and I had stomachache. It resurfaced again because I go back home and in my head I'm like, okay, bathroom, bathroom, bathroom. I needed to go to the bathroom, okay? But this is easily one of the most difficult bathroom usages of my whole life. So the host has invited like 20 other people. They're outside right now. They're outside in the living room to watch a football game. Now, I know nothing about football, so don't ask me, but they were outside. And the bathroom is right beside the living room. Right beside. So not only are they going to see a random Asian kid walking across the TV just to reach the bathroom, but there are also many other issues. I don't want to make a single sound, and I want to come out as soon as possible, because if I stay there too long, they're going to think things. They're going to ask questions. Why are you staying there for so long? And the bathroom has no air vent. It has no air vent, and I don't want to use my own shower towel, nor is there any clean shower towels inside the bathroom for me. There's a couple, but they're dirty as hell. But I use it anyways because I'm surviving. I'm a survivor. And also, I'm wearing street clothes. So I have to wear street clothes and then take them off. And because I'm also taking like a half shower, my hair is wet, obviously, as you can see. And then I have to put on my street clothes immediately. The floor is dirty, so I was bare feet, but it wasn't a comfortable bare feet. It was dirty. The floor was dirty, and again, like I said, there is no air vent, so I had to open the windows. But if I open the windows, I risk being seen. But I have to do it anyways. And then on top of that, like, I went to the shower. And the first thing after I step out of the shower is that I have to wear socks. But the socks are really far away from me. They're on my shoes. They're inside my shoes. And they're very far away from me. So I have to step on the floor mat first, which is dirty as hell. But I have to step on it nonetheless. And then I have to wear the socks forcefully, even though my feet is still somewhat wet. I have to pull the dirty shower towel from the rack on the upper part, pull it, catch it, dry my body, and then toss it back up because I can't step out because the floor is dirty. Like I said, the floor is dirty. I can't step back out. I must stay there. And then the water takes a long time to heat up, so I have to stand there and wait for the water to warm. And I waited for a long time, and I only got one hand because I don't want my whole body to get wet. So I got one hand. I'm holding the shower head on my right hand. I only got my left hand, and I wanted to open the bottle of shower gel, of shower wash, body wash, and I did it. It wasn't easy. And then afterwards, I wanted to wash my face, so I but I don't have a face wash towel. There's a small towel, but it's not big enough, and it's still dirty. I use it to wipe my phone. So I use water to splash my face, and then water's everywhere. So I grabbed some toilet paper and then wiped it. But then I can't throw it in the rubbish bin because the rubbish bin has no plastic bag. And if I throw wet things in there, it's not a good idea. So I have to store them in my pocket, and then I'm going to run to the kitchen and throw them. And all at the same time, I try to do it as fast as possible while making no sound. So yes, extremely difficult, but I did it. I survived, and now I'm here. So, I'm a fucking survivor, baby. I'm a survivor. I am a survivor. And, yeah, what a complicated fucking shower. Like, again, I can't wet my whole body. There's a dead spider. It's actually probably alive, but near dead. And then, again, the water temperature, the fact that the floor is dirty, the towel's dirty, you know, everything. It's so difficult. So, I managed to survive. So, there's that. My voice is getting raspy now. I don't want to speak anymore, so I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna change my clothes. I'm also wearing socks right now because I don't want to wear shoes here. Now there's an issue because I hate wearing shoes in my own bedroom, but then at the same time, the bedroom floor here is dirty. So what do? Two options. I just wear socks here and embrace the dirtiness, or I keep wearing shoes, which I hate. I'm gonna do number one, because I hate doing things I hate. So, there we go. I'm wearing socks now, and this is going to be something I have to embrace. I'm going to clean the floor anyways with the alcohol spray. But yeah, there's that. Finally, I'm not going to do too much for the rest of the day. Homework, edit videos, whatever, you know, just whatever. And, anime, movie tonight, that's that. I'm going to sleep a very long, nice sleep tonight. And then tomorrow I'm going to go to college. And I'm going to have to tell the host about my college schedule, which I'm going to do later because the host is going to watch the football game until 7 p.m., according to him. So there's that. Signing off, Culture Detective. Yeehaw, whatever. Surviving one day at a time. Right, cookie time? Cookie time. I like cookies. This is good. It's very sweet, but I like it. I do like it. It's very much like a Subway cookie. White chocolate. Nice texture. You know what? I'll be honest here. I like it a lot. Anyways, yeah, a few things happened. I was gonna film myself this afternoon, but I wanted to not do that because I feel like I'm doing too much. But anyways, at one point I went outside and grabbed a cup of water during the afternoon, and a couple women were in the kitchen and they spoke to me. They're not young, they're kind of old, late 20s. One of them is late 20s, the other is early 30s or late 30s, maybe even 40s. Well, late 30s, I think. And they are the cousins of this family, and daughter-in-law, the other one, the younger one, the daughter-in-law of the cousin. So they're like, oh, hi, where do you study? Where are you from? And I said, Hong Kong. And they're like, oh, nice to meet you. And I'm like, you too. So that's pretty nice. Anyways, came back to this room. I was not motivated to do anything at all. I have homework, and I still have, but I'm just not motivated to do them at all. I'm just super tired. I want to sleep. I edited a little 长招 and I'm gonna continue editing later. I watched 1.5 episodes of Mushishi, and then I went out to eat. I got a knock on the door, and I went out to eat. And before that, actually, I spoke to Mr. C, the host of this house, a little bit about my college course schedule and how is dinner gonna work. And he's like, "Well, if you're hungry, I'm gonna leave a plate for you when you come back." So, kind of vague, not very specific, very free, which is nice. But I'm gonna ask him a little more later, about breakfast rules, yada yada. Anyways, tomorrow, okay, hold on. Anyways, dinner. Right, so dinner time, it was a paper plate and a paper bowl of salad, and then the plate is baked beans with bits of bacon, like small amounts of bacon. It's 2 ribs and 2 roasted potatoes and 1 yellow chunk of something. Now, all the food is really nice, actually. I like the salad. I'm happy that I'm able to eat vegetables, and the salad is not bad. The ribs is ribs. It's fine. It's not super great, but it's fine. And the rest is just okay. The yellow thing, it's kind of gross. I don't like it. It's like corn, but it also tastes kind of smoky. Like, it's just really weird. It's kind of sweet, unnaturally sweet, and there's just something really strange about it. So I didn't eat it. I just threw it away. But yeah, it was nice. And while eating, I was approached by the 2 dogs of this house, and they were both kind of mad at me. They kept barking and barking. One of them sniffed my shoes and my legs. Actually, both of them did. They sniffed and then they barked. They sniffed and barked. And then the daughter's fiance came and told and was like, "Oh, I'm sorry about that. Hey, come on." And then the host gave me a piece of dog cookie and told me to feed the dog. So I lowered my body and tried to feed it. And it took a while, but eventually, with the help of the fiance, I did. And the dog still kept barking. And the fiance was really nice. He tapped my shoulder and he's like, "Oh, sorry about that." And I said, "Oh, it's fine. So there's that. And then I just grabbed some cookies. I was afraid that they were going to run out, but I grabbed some, and then I put them in a paper plate, and I just walked into my room in front of the host, Mr. C. And he's fine with it. He saw me and he's fine with it. So there's that. So now I'm in my room for the rest of the day. Right. Also, I was afraid of people going into my bathroom besides the living room, but I saw a lot of guests go into the bathroom across my room right now, which is the same one that the hosts use, I believe. I'm not quite sure. I've never seen what it looks like inside. I don't know. But yeah, there's that. So I'm gonna ask him about breakfast later if I have time. If not, I'm sure he'll be awake tomorrow. Or maybe not, actually, because I'm gonna wake up late. But anyways, if I do wake up late and they're not here, I have chocolate milk, I have cereal, I'll figure it out. Anyways, tomorrow, college, but also I'm gonna walk around the college maybe, and buy some food, buy some water, snacks, and stuff, whatever. And yeah, I actually got a lot to do tomorrow. I got homework, but I also got videos to upload. Oh, in fact, this morning after I woke up, I immediately uploaded a Europe video, a 3-hour long Europe video that I edited ages ago on my other YouTube channel because I want to show it to my mom because my mom is getting bored in quarantine. And I started uploading at around 7:30, and right now it's 8:40 p.m. So it's been 13 hours since I've began uploading, and it is still uploading 90%. 13 hours for a 3-hour long video. Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. The Wi-Fi here is not good. I wouldn't say it's worse than the last one, because the last one is that sometimes it's fine, sometimes it disappears. This one is consistently kind of bad, consistently slow. And I tried the landline, it doesn't work here as well. So, bit of a problem. Maybe college Wi-Fi is better. But if college Wi-Fi is better and I want to upload videos there in the college, then I would need to charge the laptop. So I need to bring the chargers, which is going to be another hassle. So I have no idea. I really got to do something about it. But yeah, I don't know. I'll acclimate to this and adjust to this whenever I have time. But yeah, there's that. Not much else. Nice and free. JT spoke to me a little bit. I spoke with Nick on Discord a lot actually this afternoon because I haven't spoken to him in a long time. And so I sent a bunch of photos to him, spoke to him about everything, anime, my new life here, whatever. And yeah, moving on. So far nothing bad happened today. I mean, sure, the shower I did this afternoon was really challenging, but it wasn't detrimental, you know. It was challenging, but it wasn't like a terrible thing. It didn't have any terrible consequences. So, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Nothing bad happened today. In fact, today is not a bad day. I wouldn't say it's a bad day. I got to hang out with people, chat with people, and yeah, you know, just not a bad day at all. Not at all. It's pretty nice actually. So, off to a good start. Arc 2, second arc, off to a good start. I like referring arcs. Uh, Usually, I don't, usually back in, like, the secondary school days, I refer to the things that happened to me as, like, incidents, like the war between me and Topher. Did I have it? It wasn't even a war. I called it the Topher's feud. But I also give myself sections of episodes, and every episode is like a couple weeks or so. But now it's arcs because I watch anime, and it's more like I section myself into different stories. Now, my mom spoke to me a little bit about how she had ordered masks on Amazon and give it to me, but the address is the old house, which is terrible. Are they gonna steal it? I don't know. She tried to change it, but she can't. So it's going to arrive in about 2 weeks, and yikes, very scary. I don't know. I'll have to work it out, I guess. But for now, it won't be arriving soon, and I still got some time, I guess. Yeah, in any case, JT told me yesterday, or I think a couple days ago, that she didn't email the ISP and she directly asked to live in her friend's place, except her friend's parents denied it. So now she asked me if it's okay if she moves in here, which is a huge problem because I don't think there's another bedroom, and you know. So, yeah. Yeah, and it's not like I'm clearing this area. She's not even like this bed is too small. This bed is nice though. It's two people bed, but two small people. Yeah. Unless I remove those pillows, I don't know. But yeah, it's two small people, I guess. I don't know anything about bed sizes. I've lived on a bunk bed almost my whole life. And that's pretty much it. So I don't know how will JT continue, but I actually haven't met JT since January 8th. It's been quite a long time, and I didn't know that. Don't know. Any far future plans right now? Not really. I just want to settle down, make friends from the church and from college. And then I hope Diana comes down to Santa Monica soon because I want to meet her. That sounds weird, but I feel like I got a chance at creating some more friendship, some nice friendships. Okay. Third of all, driving test, driver's license. I need it. It's gonna take time, but I need it. Maybe I'm gonna go to the gym. That's all. To give you an idea how poorly made the assignments of my film course is, this is week 3, assignments due January 20th, 2022. But it's actually due 23rd because it's due every Sunday, like the last 2 weeks. Okay, here, research movie production insurance outside the state of California. The list of questions are on the assignment page in Canvas. Answer the questions from insurance company website and upload the assignment in Canvas. Alright, and then discussion, and then type permit commission questions and answers? What? Okay, so anyways, I found the PDF to download. This is the insurance questions. It's already answered. It's already answered. It's already being answered for me. And this is the other question, which is fine. And to think that all I have to do for this week's assignment, and also same goes for last week, like 1 out of the 2 assignments I had to do last week is also the same thing. It's literally copying all this and then answering them. That's all the effort it takes. Oh my god. It's so fucking easy. Right, time now is 2:26 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, I just noticed that my mustache looks thicker, maybe? I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to bed right now. It's kind of late. Yeah, I don't know. I watched a movie. I just watched the whole movie. And, before that, I spoke to Natalie a little bit. Not really spoke to Natalie, but like I texted Natalie, and Natalie barely responded because she's busy working. Of course, she's always busy, but you know, I was texting her, and I was editing my Changzhou video, and I actually didn't finish editing because I was too tired to. But yeah, I was editing the video, and I remember Daingou, you know, my final adventure in Hong Kong, which is in Taio with Miriam. And there's something really nice and poetic about going to Taio as the last adventure. You know, I could go anywhere and it would be poetic, to be honest. But when I went to Taio, there's this boat trip and it went out to the seas. And I was with Miriam. And there's something kind of beautiful about it. You know, it was like nothing but water, and it kind of signifies how my past life had ended. You know, there's nothing beyond the waters, and yeah, you know, now that I'm saying it, I don't know what to say, but there's nothing beyond the waters. I look out and there's nothing, and yeah, it's kind of like, you know, it's telling me to let go and not look back in the past. So there's that. I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow morning or something. I'm gonna have to, you know, take a shower now, go to bed. All right, time now is 11:14 a.m. in the morning on January 24th. So today is technically 1 month since I've left Hong Kong, because it'll be 25th in Hong Kong soon, or I think it's already the 25th. Yes. So yeah, I'm going to drink a pack of lemon tea to celebrate, I guess. But yeah, so far so good. Actually, I fell asleep at around 3:30 ish. You know, it was cold and the blanket was actually a little thin. I kind of prefer the old house bed a little bit in terms of blanket thickness. But it's fine. It wasn't the end of the world. I still managed to fall asleep, and it was a nice sleep, nice sweet sleep. And yeah, you know, that's really it. I don't have a lot of plans for today. 7 hours of sleep, really nice, supple, succulent sleep. For today, I have several videos to edit. I need to catch up on that. I have an album review. I'm gonna leave this house maybe at, oh, I gotta ask for the keys. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this house at around maybe 3:45 and see how it goes. I'm gonna, yeah, several stuff and things to do. I'm gonna watch an episode of La Casa de Papel, and then tonight I'm gonna watch a 2.5 hour long, like film, you know. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see for dinner. I don't know if there's people in this house right now, but if there aren't, I got cereal and I got chocolate milk in the fridge. I can handle it. All right, time now is 2:06 p.m. Yeah, had breakfast, chocolate milk with cereal, like I've promised. It's not very great, but it's whatever. And today we're gonna do a D lunch. I don't feel the great need to eat a lot of food right now. I'm drinking lemon tea, 1 out of 6, and I'm not even like drinking it because I'm super thirsty and I crave it or anything. I'm drinking it as a way of celebrating 1 month since I've been here. It's also been a productive morning. I don't know why, but I'm more productive in mornings now. Yeah, I finished editing the Changzhou video. I filmed and edited my album review, and I'm gonna do some homework now, watch an episode of Money Heist, and then I'm gonna leave. Easy as that. Not much else actually. Actually, I don't even need to do some psychology homework because it's actually due tomorrow, so I don't really have to. I'm just doing myself a favor by doing it a little earlier. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to say something meaningful, but I really can't think of anything. It's just that I feel like I'm going through 5 stages of grief. First stage is denial, like how at first when I arrived at the USA and I stayed in Seattle for a while, and how I came to LA, at first it felt to me like traveling, even though I consciously knew that I'm going to be living here for God knows how long. But to me, it subconsciously felt like traveling. So I just sat back, relaxed, and I didn't really care much. But a week into living in LA, I start to really grasp the idea that I'm living here. I'm not just traveling. And I became really angry. It's not culture shock, more so culture rage. Like I was way more angry, and I still am way more angry at American culture than I thought I would. You know how like liking American culture is such an old time thing, and now everybody hates American culture, and now it's almost like hating American culture is like is this is the normie thing now. It's gone full circle because American culture is that problematic. But yeah, and now I'm at a point where I just begin to appreciate things. Like normally I wouldn't do this. I normally wouldn't say, "Oh yeah, this is a kind person," unless that person is really, really, really kind. But I feel like good things like this, like meeting someone kind, meeting someone friendly, having a nice meal, being able to have a good night's sleep, these things are rarer and fewer and farther between. So I begin to really appreciate these things now. So whenever I have a nice meal, I would say, damn, that meal was nice. Even though in Hong Kong, I wouldn't say that unless it's that great. So I'm really like looking at and appreciating little things. And yeah, I'm also at a stage where I'm actually seriously considering moving maybe after studying in university and film school, I actually think that moving to Taiwan would be a great idea. Culturally, it's similar to Hong Kong, and environmentally, it's good. It's not as expensive as LA. The living condition is better, the people are better, and the film production is actually booming in Taiwan right now. Not booming, but like it's growing. I know that. So yeah, I may just move to Taiwan. I don't want to move back to Hong Kong because of the political situation. And if China decides to invade Taiwan or something like that, then going to Taiwan definitely wouldn't be safe. But if Taiwan is safe, I would for sure 100% go to Taiwan. Unless I get rich here, then I wouldn't have to suffer half of the problems I'm suffering right now. Yeah, I don't know much else to say. I miss Natalie. I miss Mary. It's a good thing that social media exists. Really, really good thing. And last night, this morning actually, I dreamed about filming school. You know, filming conspiracies, not real conspiracies, but just filming things at school. And it's just such a great sense of nostalgia. The further I live, the more I look back, because the more I have experienced. And the more I look back, the more nostalgic they become, because they're older and older. I get older and older, and the things get farther and farther away from me. So the more nostalgia I have for the old times, now I even have nostalgia for Form 5 and Form 6. So, anyways, I'm gonna do homework now. I'm gonna shut up. Alright, time now is 3:56. I've left the house and I'm traveling to the college. I'm wearing my sunglasses right now because without them I will probably die of sunlight. So shiny. And never walked to the bus stop before, and today is my first day taking this bus again, taking a different bus this time, and I've never been to the bus stop, so I need to be early to make sure I don't get lost or something. Okay, I also finally activated my Bank of America card, and maybe something's wrong with the card because I received a message yesterday saying that there's unusual activity. I don't know. And yeah, I'm gonna look at the map. So yeah, really nice weather, really nice. Kind of surreal actually, because the sky is so consistently blue and the grass is so consistently green, and it's so sunny and kind of cool. The wind is kind of cool and it's kind of dry. There's a surreal quality to it. Okay, also the streets are very empty, like there are no people, there's no car. Alright, do I have to hit this thing in order to cross, or can I just wait? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see what happens if I wait. Okay. Really beautiful looking houses. Really beautiful. Looks like it came out of a poster. Kind of tropical with the palm trees. I'm sneezing right now actually. I don't know why I feel cold and hot at the same time. Nice views. Interesting place. Nice crossroad. I don't know what to say actually. The bus station should be over there, I think. I'm not sure actually. God fucking damn it. I missed the crossroad again. I missed it. I'm so used to hearing it. Well, that was fast. It didn't even take 20 minutes until the bus gets here. And now I'm just gonna walk for another 15 minutes until I reach my campus. It's just this street, a horizontal line. Alright. I'm not gonna be late. It's like 4:30 right now. I'm beginning to suspect that I've walked in the wrong direction because I've never seen these places before. Man, my shadow is so long. Okay. This is way more far away than I had expected. How the hell am I gonna go back home now? Fuck. I'm not gonna film anymore. She's just dancing. Maybe she's practicing, maybe she's doing a TikTok, I don't know. Alright, I've arrived at my college. Pretty much exactly 15 minutes. Mission success. Alright, class is over. I pretty much didn't say a single thing today in the lecture. I arrived super early, like half an hour early, and I just walked around and whatever. And then the second guy who showed up was the tall white man, and he's like, oh, no, I said hey, and then he's like, hey, what's up? And then, you know, he's like, how do you like the new course? And, you know, we talked a little bit. I'm like, wow, we're already over halfway. And then he's like, yeah. And then, during class, I wanted to ask questions about overdose on depressants because of Pink. But, we never actually got to that part. So it's whatever. I'm gonna ask tomorrow. And yeah. During the lecture before the break, you know, my professor made an example on how substances can change people's behaviors. And so she just made an example like Enoch's really quiet in class. I would never expect him to show up in the 6 o'clock news, but what if he took some substance and he did show up on the news? And it was quite funny. So during the break, one of the girl who sat in front of me, the woman who sat in front of me, from Eritrea, she's like, will you show up on the news? And I'm like, yeah, I hope not. 6 o'clock, you know. And then that's it. Alright, so plan now is I'm gonna walk to the bus stop and I'm gonna ride back home, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to have dinner with Mr. and Mrs. C, the hosts of my house, and I did tell Mr. C a bit earlier today, and Mrs. C as well, that I'll be home at around 8:15-ish, and they said they're gonna fix me a plate of food after I arrive home, or at least at the house, not really home. So there's that. I also texted the old host, that person, you know who I'm talking about the mask situation and how my mom has ordered masks. Sheesh, that was a high curb. Ordered masks, and it's arriving at her place. I told her and she replied, okay. So there's that. What the hell? The whole street is empty. It's empty all over the place. This is one of the biggest roads in Santa Monica, if not the biggest. And there's like no people here. What's going on? What a fancy place. What a fancy street lamp. Very expensive looking. Oh, I forgot to mention that the tall white man asked me where I'm from during that conversation. And usually when people are asked that question, it's almost like it has racial connotations, like you don't look like one of us. Where are you from? But I actually enjoy getting asked that question because I get to say Hong Kong and I get to talk about it, and it's really cool. So I'm like, oh, I'm from Hong Kong, and he's like, oh, Hong Kong, and he told me that he used to work at a gym, and I think he still works there or something. And the gym has a lot of Japanese and Koreans, and he said that he knows another Hong Konger from UCLA, and also a bunch of Japanese and Koreans. And I'm like, oh. And he said, oh, do you like living in Hong Kong? And I said, yeah, well, I like the city. And I said, it has good food. Now, he asked me if there are a lot of places to see in Hong Kong, and I don't know how to answer that, because if you're a museum lover, you're gonna hate Hong Kong. So I said, well, there's a lot of good food there. So there's that. Okay, some skinny white dude with a beanie came up to me like 10 seconds ago asking me if I know where Colorado Street is. He's like, hey man, you know where Colorado Street is? And I said, no, I'm not from around here, and immediately walked away. Honestly, I don't think he's trying to rob me or anything. He's genuine. I'm kind of impressed that I'm able to answer that quickly in a snap. Very confidently, know exactly what to say. Alright, got off the bus. I need to figure out a way to cross this huge road. I don't know how to cross it. Other than doing this thing. And the car just go, okay. You know, with so little street lights, I could barely see anything. It's really dark. The whole road, no lights at all. Oh my god. People here are fed up of the sunlight, so they enjoy less light at night purposefully. I don't even want to fucking touch that. Oh, whatever. Man, okay. There we go. You can see it better now. There are so many stars. Wow. Oh my god. There's a line over there. There's a line. Is that the Milky Way? Or is that just a cloud? Or some sort of a trail caused by a vehicle, an air vehicle. I don't know. I'd like to think it's a Milky Way. I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about astrology or astronomy, not astrology. Wow, so many stars. It's amazing. Wow. Alright, I kept walking and walking and somehow walked past the house, and I didn't even know that. Alright, time now is 9:25 p.m. on January 24th. Yeah, a couple of interesting developments. Came back home and a lot of people are here. Oh my god, my mom wants to talk. Hold. Came back to this house, rang the doorbell, and Mr. C shows up, opens the door, and a lot of people are here. Their daughter, their fiance, both of them just sitting by the table watching the TV. and then they left very soon, and I was like, okay, what's the dinner? And it is to my disappointment, they didn't prepare anything for me actually. uh Mr. C went to the freezer and grabbed a box of shepherd's pie. You know, that paper bowl thing that I ate last night, or I think a couple days ago. um yeah, last night. You know, that very underwhelming microwave freezer thing. He pulled it out, and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to eat that tonight. I don't want to eat that at all, actually. I'm not about that. So he's like, oh, okay. Then he went to the fridge and grabbed some leftovers from last night. There's a salad, actually. So apparently, the Mrs. C prepared me a salad. A huge bowl of salad, actually. A huge, huge bowl. And without a lid, without um, plastic sheet on top of it. Pulled it out of the fridge. Just put a lot of olive oil, a lot of vinegar in there, and then just gave it to me. And it's actually not a bad salad at all. There's avocados in it, which is cool. And then another food item is baked beans and bacon from last night. So he gave me a huge plate of baked bean and bacons, microwaved it, and so I ate it. It's filling. It's fine. The portion is fine. You know, it's definitely better than the old house portion wise, but food quality wise, as in if the food is being prepared or not. Not very great. Hopefully it gets better. Um, but I can still manage. I can still order food and I can cook, so that is a huge plus. Um, and that's that. Okay. While I was having dinner, suddenly I saw a woman with long black hair, wet hair, like she probably just came out of the shower, walking into her room. I didn't see her face, just the back, because it was just for a couple seconds. Like she just walked into a room. And I was thinking, okay, I'm pretty sure the daughter of this family is blonde. So is that someone else? Turns out, um, so I didn't pay a lot of mind. Like I just thought, okay, might be, I don't know, might be the daughter. I don't know, who cares? I didn't pay a lot of mind, and I thought maybe in a few days I would soon learn. So, anyways, after the dinner, I washed the plates and all, and I changed my clothes, and I went out to the living room and then the bathroom to wash my face and my hair. And then the Mr. C was just laying there, as always, on his rocking chair, watching the TV, and he's like, "Oh, Enoch." He didn't even say my name. He's like, "Oh, I forgot to introduce you to a lady who lives here, um, and her name is Sue Sun, and um, she's also living here, and she's lived here for a year already." And I'm like, "Oh, um, so is she like a student like me?" And he said, "No. Apparently, she has a working visa, and she's been staying here for years." And I'm like, years? And I don't know if by staying here, he means like in this house, or LA, or like USA in general. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then he's like, okay, I don't know if she'll come out later or not, but if she does, I will introduce you to her. So that's interesting. 2 days. So that's interesting. 2 days in. 2 days in. And it is half an hour ago when I found out about this, that there's another woman here, and it's not even on the friggin' thing. It's not even on the profile. So Sue Sun, it could mean a few things. She could be Chinese or Korean, not Japanese. That is not a Japanese name. Or it could be Vietnamese. I'm not 100% certain because I'm not very familiar with Vietnamese at all. But there's a possibility. But with long black hair, probably Asian. I hope I can meet her tomorrow, or maybe just within this week. Because it's weird. I've lived here for like 2 days already, and I've never seen her until dinner, and it was just 2 seconds. I don't know how old she is. I don't know what nationality or ethnicity she is. I don't know what does she do. It's odd, really odd. So, actually, she lives right across this room. I'm fucking crazy. I respect people's privacy, okay? But just to give you an idea. The detective brain activates. I think she's watching anime because, given that she apparently lives there, maybe I could just hear if she says anything. And I heard some like mumbling noises, and it could be in any language because I can't hear very well. It's through a door, and the volume is not very loud. So I thought, okay, it could be anything. It could be Mandarin, it could be Korean, it could be Cantonese, but Susan is not a Cantonese name. Oh, it actually can, but it would be weird. But just then, you could hear it yourself, maybe. I think she's watching an anime. Because of the intonation, it sounds Japanese to me. But more importantly, the bigger clue is how dramatic the voices are. Now, why would she be watching anime without earphones on? I don't know. But she's probably watching an anime. And if that's true, it's good news because now I have someone to talk to or something to talk about if I ever meet her. Alright, quick update here. Time now is 10:13 p.m. I just had a 35-minute long phone call with my mom. And it's that long because there's actually a lot to say. There are a lot of things that had happened a couple days ago, yesterday, and today combined. Like a few days ago, like 3 days ago, doesn't even feel like 3 days ago because a lot has happened. And I realized that there are several things that I forgot to talk about in this video as well, so I'm going to talk about them, except I forgot most of them already. But yeah, my mom's really concerned. She kept checking online, checking Amazon, checking the USPS, checking my map, checking, by my map I mean like the map of the place, my place, like the place around my place, the surrounding area, you know what I'm talking about. The toilet seat in my bathroom, the flush switch broke, and that is a bit of an issue. This morning when I woke up, I saw the woman, Mrs. C, outside, and one of my concerns is that I go to bed very late. And so Mrs. C actually has something to say about that, and she said, did you turn on your lights when you sleep? Or did you just go to bed very late? And I said I went to bed very late. And she's like, oh, because some students like to turn on their lights when they sleep because they're afraid. I don't know if I've said this or not, but a couple days ago when we were moving the old house, the old host was like, my mom's friend. I feel like he's gonna play a bit of a role in my life, so or in this part of my life. So I'm just gonna call him D. So D and his wife came into the house, not into the house, but into the property, the yard, the front yard. And the host saw them. And D said, hi, we're just gonna help Enoch, get his luggages. And the host saw them, and the host like, I don't think Enoch needs help. Yesterday, okay, so a lot has happened yesterday, and I really haven't had the time to unfold everything that had happened, but there's the conversation between me and several other people. Again, the man who is about 3 years older than me, he sat next to me to my right front because we were at the corner of the table. So to my right front is the man who is 2 to 3 years older than me, and he said he talked about many things with me, particularly driving car. In fact, a lot of people had spoken to me yesterday about where you're going to college to, where you live now, how do you get to college, do you plan on getting a driver's license? These 4 questions, and I have to answer them every single fucking time. But yeah, on top of that, for some weird reason, pretty much everyone in that church knows that I've moved yesterday. Like, pretty much everyone knows that I went to a new host. Like, a pastor came up to me yesterday during lunch and he was like, which means according to the rumors of the lake, you're basically an idiom, which means, according to somewhere far away, you've moved. And I'm like, oh yeah. And in my heart, I'm like, what? How did you know that? And then another person's like, oh, I heard you moved. So a lot of people know that I've moved. So that's odd. But yeah. That woman, when I was calling my mom, and coincidentally when I was telling my mom about how 2 days into living here, I only recently learned that there's a woman living here. And while I was talking about that in Cantonese, the woman came out of the room and did something, I don't know, and came back. So I'm curious now. Time now is 11:18. I just had a terrible nosebleed. I don't know, the blood, I felt a hot stream coming down, and then I immediately knew, oh my god, so I grabbed tissue. And at one point I thought it stopped. I released my tissue just for a mere millisecond, and blood gushed down like a dripping faucet, and it splashed on my shirt. I just noticed this. How did this end up here? I don't know. I have to change it, and I want to wash it ASAP because the blood is gonna set or something. Fuck. Just woke up like 10 seconds ago. There's a lot of noise outside. Don't know what's going on. All right. Time now is 10:47. I mean, my hair just looks terrible. I don't know what's going on. Holy crap. I also just realized that I wore the wrong clothes. These are my bedroom clothes. I need to wear the street clothes when I go outside and eat breakfast. And I haven't even thought of what kind of breakfast I want to eat, actually. So yeah, it wasn't a very great sleep. I slept from 3:20-ish to 10:30. That is about 7 hours and 10 minutes, which is fine, but I woke up like 3-4 times. I had several dreams, all of them very blurry and vague, so I'm not gonna write them down or anything. But a couple of the dreams is basically me. Oh my god. A couple of the dreams is basically me trying to figure out who the other woman is and her nationality. I had a dream, or I don't know if it's real or not, but at some point I heard a car noise. And then I thought I heard Mandarin, so I'm like, oh, so she's Chinese then, probably. And then I fell back asleep, and then I had another dream where it's revealed that she's Malaysian. I don't know why. So this is getting interesting. This is getting really interesting. I'm beginning to like living here in this house, and one of the reasons is being I want to figure out who the other woman is in the other room. Like, it's part of the mystery, it's part of the fun. I feel like I would be disappointed, not because of her race or anything, duh, but because maybe she just, she's just an old woman, and by old I mean like in her late 20s, early 30s, which is not that old, but I feel like maybe she's just a boring, like, mature lady who just has a whole life already and isn't someone who I can converse with. I feel like that would be the case, but I don't know, you never know. I think she's gone now. Is she gone? I don't know. But when I woke up I heard a lot of talking noises, and I thought there were people outside of my bedroom. Turns out it's just a woman, Mrs. C. speaking to another person in her office, but it's so freaking loud. Anyways, I don't know what's for breakfast actually. I would like to eat some eggs. I need to think. I'm thinking about what sort of breakfast I eat in Hong Kong, and then what sort of breakfast I eat last time in the old host, and then like what sort of breakfast can I eat now. So yeah, like a fried egg would be nice. Aside from cereal, I believe toast, stuff related to toast would be nice as well. There are croissants here. I don't know why, but do Americans love croissants? Because um my old host has a lot of croissants, and now this host has a lot of croissants. Maybe croissants are more common here. I don't know. I've Maybe white people love croissants. I don't know why. Um yeah, finally, there are several things to do today. Obviously, I have vlogs to edit, but I also have plans to go out and buy stuff maybe. Um and if that's the case, I might as well buy lunch for myself. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have enough time. I actually didn't finish the movie last night because it was too late. The movie's 2 hours and 24 minutes long. The Song Sisters. So I just went to bed. But, you know. And I have college homework too. So I don't know if I have enough time. I'm gonna have to look at my schedule. But if I do, I'm gonna go out and buy stuff. Is the idea. I'm gonna buy disinfection wipes, alcohol spray, gonna buy snacks, drinks, fruits hopefully, and then I don't know, I need to think. I need to write down a list of things to buy, probably. Yeah.
We're coming to a final closing now. She wants she wants the bid for from more air.
Yeah, so I had breakfast. I thought there's no breakfast, and I thought there's no bread. And there really isn't any bread. There's no bread here, so I can't eat toast. But Mrs. C did make me 2 pancakes, which is nice. The daughter is here as well, and she just left. And yeah, that's pretty much just it. Time now is 11:40 something. I'm going to I'm gonna finish the movie first, maybe, and then I'm gonna finish my psychology homework, and then we'll see what time it is. Alright, I just went to Uber Eats and bought myself, I wanted to buy something cheap, first of all. I don't want to waste money. So I went to Starbucks and I bought a tomato sandwich thing. And the price was 7.25, and my budget is about $9. So I thought, okay, 7.25, it's gonna bump up to 9. Okay, whatever. A little expensive, but I'll take it. But turns out it bumps it up to 14.5 because their tax, delivery fee, and there's an extra fee called the California's driver's fee, and then plus tips, then it bumps from $7.25 to 14.5. Holy shit. So this is about 110 Hong Kong dollars. 110 just for a Starbucks sandwich. This better be worth it. So yeah, like I said, again, I'll only be using Uber Eats like maybe once or twice a month because it is extremely expensive. Or maybe Trice. Trice is fine, but that's the limit. I've changed my clothes. I'm gonna pick it up like now. I tried to change my Uber Eats to my BOA card, but for some reason it doesn't let me do that. Maybe it's because of I don't know. I received a message 2 days ago saying that there's unusual activity and that my bank account is disabled, so I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna go pick up the food, and hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's worth it. 110 fucking dollars. All right. Time now is 4:22. Oh shit! It's already 4:22. I need to get going. Yeah. I'm going to college again. I forgot to bring my notebook yesterday. I have several thoughts about lunching and stuff. First of all, as far as lunch goes, I do realize that Uber Eats is really expensive, and people here don't usually do Uber Eats. I spoke to Mr. C. So after lunch, Mr. C spoke to me a little bit. He asked me what does my parents do, and he asked me why I came here, and I said filmmaking, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And Mr. C said he doesn't use Uber Eats all that much, so naturally, of course, Uber Eats is more expensive than your average meal, and that's because of many things, like the taxes and the tips. So from now on, I should develop a habit where once in a while, maybe once or twice a week, I just go out and eat lunch by myself. Go to a restaurant nearby and eat there and then. It's a little bit more dangerous, but it's a little cheaper. Yeah, I'm late. I don't know when the next number 3 bus is going to be, but I'm late. Fuck. Not again. Alright. It's 4:50. I've arrived. I don't think I'm gonna be late. In fact, I'm a bit early again. Wow. Alright, class over. Time now is 7:21. We're a bit early again. So yeah, it was a good class actually. So first of all, I was the first person to arrive in college again, hilariously, even though I thought I would be late. I arrived there in the white girl Vivian. She was behind me, and she's like, "Hey Enoch, what's up?" She even remembers my name, and I'm happy that people are not mispronouncing my name, other than my old host. So anyways, we actually talked. Like, she's like, "How are you doing?" And I said, I'm fine. I'm just filling out the form, the symptom checklist thing. And she's like, "Oh, do you have any plans to, go to a medical school, or a, mental health institution after this?" And I told her, "Oh, I'm actually a film major. I'm taking this course because I don't want to misrepresent people in my films, and it's a white light. Can I cross? I'm gonna run." Alright, so, and I also said, yeah, I'm interested in this stuff too. And she said, "Well, yeah, this 6-week course is quite rigorous though, right?" Yeah, and then I said, "Oh, last winter semester I actually took Psychology 1, and it's even worse." And I also said I took it with chemistry, and she's kind of shocked, like, "Wow, that's crazy. Did you survive?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, it's a terrible experience." And then the woman from Eritrea and the tall white man came, so we talked a little bit, and it was nice. And then during class, I raised my hands twice. Once I raised my hands asking the professor if there's a specific term for the effect where they invent vape thinking that it would reduce nicotine addiction, but it just made it worse. And the second time I raised my hands, I've been wanting to ask a question like that for a long time, and I said, is memory loss can memory loss be a side effect of a fentanyl? Oh god, I'm receiving a text. No, I said, is it possible for a side effect of a depressant to be memory loss or amnesia? And I said, oh, I know someone who overdosed and something bad happened. Is it this one, or is it further? Right, so there's that. Nice class, socialize with people, really cool. And I feel like I'm I don't know, I'm softening my image, I feel like, because I'm always quiet during class, and people may think, oh, you're kind of quiet and I don't know you, so I don't really trust you. But by speaking to people individually outside of the classroom, it actually makes it better. And yeah. Alright, anyways, I think yesterday or this morning, JT texted me asking me how I'm doing. How's my new host? Jonah did too. Jonah from the Chinatown Church. And yeah, you know, it's great having, you know, new people speaking to me. It's really cool actually. So JT spoke to me and I'm like, yeah, it's good. And I asked JT, oh, how about you? How are you doing? And JT said, not much. She's hanging out with friends. She hung out with friends again. Yesterday they went to Koreatown. Man, I'm a little jealous of JT. She is already hanging out with tons of friends. Well, but to be fair, I'm also expanding my social circle right now. You know, with the Chinatown group and nobody else actually. Just the Chinatown group. But JT's having college friends and I've yet to make any. So there is that. But I feel like I'm already socializing quite well. I need to give myself a pat on the back. Because years ago I would not have the ability to socialize like this well. Oh my god, this is the It hole. You know, like in the movie It, like the clown would take a peek out of the curb, and I thought to myself, there's no way curbs like this exist. Turns out they do. And it's right here. Not really right here, but you get the idea. Water drainage system is really important. I mean, look at what happened to, you know, cities like Zhangzhou. Alright, but yeah, I digress. Can I film myself? I doubt you can see my face very well. My hair is getting long and I'm considering getting a haircut, but honestly it's no rush. Because I just don't want to waste money. I know haircuts are gonna be super expensive here. Alright, a little paranoia over there. Yeah, I don't have a lot to talk about. The host, right after lunch, or I think during lunch, the host said to me that if I need to go to the supermarket and buy stuff and I need a lift, the host can drive me there and bring me there, which is nice. And JT also said that she had bought some groceries lately, so I wanted to hang out with JT just to buy stuff, which seems stupid, but it's a totally valid way of hanging out. But apparently I won't be doing that with JT anymore. Plus the fact that JT might still have the virus, given that she's exposed, so I don't know. Yeah. So there's that. And so yeah, maybe tomorrow, or maybe a couple days later, I'm gonna go to the supermarket nearby and buy a bunch of stuff. I wrote a short list of items I need to get. Yogurt, I wanted to get, because I feel like breakfast options are going to be quite limited with only croissants and cereal and pancakes. Yeah, for lunch I'm gonna see if I can go out. I know there's a Yoshinoya nearby my college, so it's been a long time since I've had a gyudon beef bowl, so kinda crave that. But yeah, not much else actually. I'm just bored and I want to speak to someone, and so I speak to myself right now. But I hope I could see who that woman is, the woman with the black hair. I'm kind of interested, you know, given my lack of human interaction. during the last 2 years, and now I'm launched into this new world. I'm quite curious, naturally. So there's also last night I was like, oh, my detective brain is working, and I thought she's watching anime. I might be wrong, I might be right, but I'm not gonna jump to conclusions. A great mistake a detective makes is jumping to conclusion. All right. It's 9:08 p.m. on January 24th, 5th, 6th, 5th. Yes, it's the 5th. So, yeah, came back home about an hour ago, and food's ready, and food is not leftover or frozen pies or whatever. Thank God. It is Parmesan chicken with dry spaghetti, but the spaghetti itself has taste. I think cheese and lemon, and then it's a beetroot salad, which is quite nice, even though I don't like beetroot, so I just threw them away. But yeah, it was okay. It was okay. It was a satisfying dinner. I am satisfied, and yeah, again, I'm being grateful now because I feel like I don't get a lot of chances to be grateful from here on out. Before the dinner, though, um, walked into the house and there's a woman with black hair washing the dishes. And so the host, Mr. C, introduced me to her, and she is indeed Asian. And apparently I misheard her name yesterday. It wasn't Susan, because that would be Korean, or that could be a Mandarin name, that could be a Vietnamese name, but actually it's um Souza, Asuza. Yeah, which is really weird. And she's been living here for like 2 years already, which is crazy. And she isn't like very foreign or anything. She speaks English very well, very um, adeptly. And yeah, I thought maybe she's Japanese, but I don't know. If it's Azusa, it would feel more Japanese. But then again, I'm not Japanese. How would I know? Um, and this actually kind of confirms my theory. Yesterday, when I heard her room sort of playing anime, maybe it's just her friends being loud. I don't know, or maybe she's actually watching anime, which is more likely. But when I went into the room, I heard her maybe speaking to someone, and she speaks a language that sounds a lot like Japanese. Maybe with a dialect, maybe it's because she has a very thick English accent, but I think it's Japanese because it doesn't sound like Korean or Mandarin or Cantonese at all. So, but yeah, I'm not wrong last night. Trying to predict, um, trying to predict what's gonna happen. Um, yeah, she's just a woman in her maybe late 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, just working, I guess, something like that. So, anyways, not much else really. I'm gonna. I don't know if I have time to buy stuff tomorrow. Actually, I kind of wish I do. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna try and buy stuff perhaps. Um, yeah, I want to buy some snacks and drinks actually. I want to buy yogurt. I love yogurt, and they're very important because if I want to have breakfast, but I don't want to eat the usual, bagels and croissants and all that. Like, I could eat a yogurt, so there's that. Um, but yeah. I don't know. I don't fucking know anymore. I'm gonna just watch Mommy. I'm gonna watch Mommy. Yes, later. I'm gonna watch Mommy. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that the spider is gotten rid of. It's gone. So last night, no, not last night, yesterday afternoon, I spoke with Pink a little bit, and Pink's like, "Do they have pets?" And I said, "Yeah, pets. Yeah, they do have pets." And Pink's like, "Do they have spiders?" And I'm like, "Yeah. In fact, there's one in my bathroom." And as I'm speaking, it is literally right next. And Pink's like, "You can just ask them to get rid of it." And I'm like, "No, we can't bother them. Don't offend anyone." If my mom's answering this question, my mom would be like, "No, no, 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 no. Gotta handle it yourself." But at last, 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, I asked Mr. C, "There's a spider in my bathroom," you know, and he grabbed a broom, clunk, spider, probably still alive, flush it in the toilet, bye bye. So, yes, spider defeated. Yes. All right. So, there's that. All right. Time now is 2:14 a.m. in the morning. I have once again unable to finish watching a movie. I don't know why, but lately I just have terrible time management, I guess. But aside from like The Private Eyes, pretty much every single movie I watched lately, I have to cut in half because I realized that I have to go to bed. But anyways, I'm gonna go take a shower like now. Except the issue is that right now, I'm hearing sounds. I'm hearing sounds of somebody playing a movie in the living room and watching it, which means that I can't take a shower now because if I do, I'm gonna have to walk back and forth with towels, with clothes, at some so. After shower, I counted yesterday, last night, right? After the shower, I have to make 4 more trips from that bathroom to this bedroom. The first trip is me wearing nothing but the blue towel. I go back to my bedroom, put my towel down here, and then wear my pajamas. That's trip number 1. Trip number 2, I go back out and come back here with my dirty clothes and I put them back here. Trip number 3, I go back there and I brush my teeth. And I come back here with my phone charged. And trip number 4 is the last trip where I am completely clean. The door's opened. I grab some toilet paper, switch off the lights. I walk towards this bedroom, switch off this light, kick the door in so that I can shut it, walk to my bed. That's it. But with someone out there in the living room watching a movie, I can't really do that. So I'm gonna have to wait, even if it means it's going to be late, even if it means I have less sleep. But I'm going to wait. I've received an email from the Bank of America saying that there's unusual activity on my credit card. So I certified that it's unusual, and now they're sending a new card. So I changed the address to this house address. I told that to my mom, and my mom's like, "Nope, you can't trust this address." So I have to, which is weird. I hope this doesn't like become a problem for me, but now a lot of my addresses, like my bank, my college website, mailing address, like it's all not this house. It's another house, my mom's friend's place. So I don't know. I hope it doesn't bite me in the ass. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So tomorrow, I hope my time management skills get better. Um I don't know if I have time to buy stuff. On Thursday, I may have time because on Thursday it's exam day and maybe I have time. I don't know. But tomorrow it's going to be the same as today. I'm going to be buying not buying, but I'm gonna have a D lunch, probably either D lunch or I just like, yeah, basically D lunch. I'm not gonna eat a lot. I'm gonna do college homework. I have a couple of vlogs to edit. I still haven't finished editing the Lantau Island vlog. I'm supposed to finish it by today. And there's a America vlog, just a lot of vlogs really. And then yeah, I'm going to finish watching Mommy, watch One Cut of the Dead, finish writing The Virgin. Man, I really need to finish it. I have to finish it. I have to move on, really. That's it. Mary made an Instagram story today telling everybody to do this Google form. I didn't do it. I don't know. It doesn't really matter anyways. Yeah. That's all. That's all for today. I don't know. I'm not particularly excited about the future as of now. I don't think it's that exciting or anything. And I think that's mainly because I'm not in it yet. I haven't really established a whole situation yet. But for now, I still think that January so far has been more eventful than like the entire 2021 combined. And yeah, eventful as in like entertaining eventful. So August was pretty entertaining last year, and December too, but in a sense that I'm in a more controlled environment, but right now it's definitely more entertaining and eventful, which is a lot of fun. I hope that movie ends because I really need to take a shower and go to bed. I feel sleepy. I could continue watching Mommy now, except I kind of don't want to because I can't even concentrate. So yeah. All right. It's 2:40. Whoever's playing the movie is still playing the movie, I think. So gotta take the chance. Gotta take the chance. Oh my god. What the actual fuck? It's still here. It's still here. I don't know why. I thought it's been taken out. I thought it's been taken out. It's still here. And the cat is on Mrs. C's lap, and it's staring me every single time I come in and go. And the TV is extremely loud. I wouldn't be able to fall asleep. So I sneaked up to her, grabbed her remote control, and paused it. Apparently it is a recording.